There we go. And let's try our normal setting. Holy shit, it didn't take that much time. Joe Block, thank you.
Hello.
Paul, thank you. I think maybe they're busy watching. Listen, I have to. I will. I will fall on the sword. I haven't watched or paid attention to NFL. No, sorry, NHL Rangers games for about 25 years. So here we are, and I have no fucking clue. Did the Rangers make the playoffs? Apparently so. I will say this: next year, in I don't know 2022, 2023, um, there will be, and maybe we'll plan this via the video channel. Maybe we'll plan it via the blog. There will be a day where Rach and I, and maybe a few others, will attend an Islanders game. Now, why Islanders? Because you can drive to an Islanders game. You can't drive to a Rangers game. That's Manhattan. Islanders are, need I say it, Queens / Nassau County. They're right in the cusp. So we will look at that. So if you want to do a Tenkar's Tavern hockey game, last game I have attended, Rach, probably you too.
Yeah, it was in the early 2000s. It was probably maybe, I don't know, 2003 possibly.
And NYPD.
NYPD FDNY hockey game. They it's a big thing, like in the Nassau Coliseum, and it raises money, I think, for like widows and children of fallen cops and
firemen.
Yes, land firemen, and so just a nice thing to go and see and do, and it's a big event. So those are really, really big events. So
yes.
I went one year, and it was really fun.
It was a good time had by all. So now, folks, I am sure are biting at the bit. What are we talking about? Psychological what? I feel your pain. I understand. But here's the thing. I did a video earlier today. I've had a couple of personal PM. Yes, I'm wearing my glasses so I can see shit. I've had a couple of PMs from people in the OSR community going, Tenkar, what's exactly going on? There is a bag of shit going on. Would you disagree with that?
I would agree. That's a fair way of describing it.
Right. I am trying to be impartial as possible. But there is a whole mental health issue.
Well, right. That's, I think, probably the most difficult part of it.
Right.
As somebody who has provided services to people who have like severe addiction, serious mental health issues, I've always like enjoyed working with that population and always felt like I did well, and was able to, establish relationships really well with my clients. But there's there's a lot of shit being like flung and stuff going on with the TSR thing, and yeah, there's a lot of things coming out. So like they're displaying all sorts of bullying behavior and just a lot of negative things. Like, for example, some of them were like sexually abusive kind of posts, which this time wasn't the first time. It's happened through Twitter with the TSR thing, and then also statements addressing my albinism and blindness,
right?
Which I'm kind of used to.
Time out, Rach. Let's touch on that briefly. So, Rach is legally blind.
Not news to anybody who has been with us.
Right. If you've been following this channel, you've probably heard about Rachel's challenges.
Yeah.
About her issues. And addressing the fact that she's legally blind. Now, mind you, Rach might be a white walker.
But I'm more of a pink walker. Those guys are more gray.
Yes.
They are more gray. The white hair you got right, but the blue eyes, yeah, spot on. But yeah, they're kind of grayish. I'm not gray. I'm more pink.
So
you
have to excuse me, Rach. To the motherfucker. Excuse me. I'm gonna make sure there's a scene that is like, oh, she's a gray one. She's a white walker, dude. Yo, man.
Yeah, I mean it's
just
along those lines of like the Caspers and the powders that I heard as I was growing up. I don't I choose not to, I don't take offense because I know what it is. When people who have a difference make something of themselves, they get themselves educated, they are boisterous about when somebody tries to be oppressive to other people. They try to pull out all the stops to try and dehumanize people, especially with albinism. That's a huge one. Like to the point that people with albinism, like their lives are often in danger, like over in Africa, because of very distorted beliefs. And so when people in this country start to make attempts to marginalize someone with this condition, or even just discriminate, sort of try to take their power away, I refuse to back down. So, and of course, like these things have, happened throughout life, like where, bullying has happened and you rise to it. You might have fights. You might rank somebody or just make somebody feel like absolute crap about themselves. God will. And then, there's other people that, you're able to sort of help them understand what it is. Now, like, can I just finish, please? Can I finish what I'm saying?
Hands off.
Thank you. And so, even in like what you would think is like a work life where I'm a social worker by trade, psychotherapist by trade. And
a psycho, does that mean psychological?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just checking.
So yeah, it's like working with people with psychiatric conditions, behavioral health issues. So yeah, we can umbrella all the substance abuse and the mental health in there. Yeah. So even in a workplace where you think people are educated, knowledgeable, practice kindness or compassion. Things have happened, and I have responded. You know, where it's like, okay, certain situations, it's only like a couple of situations because I actually chose a good profession for myself. But one situation ended where one employee that was, trying to, be discriminatory or, talking trash and trying to, take power away. I was a supervisor at the time. He was already going through like the steps of progressive discipline, and I basically accelerated the course of his dismissal due to his behavior toward me. The last one, I felt like, hey, he can make this clinic a lot of money because there are certain talents that he has. If he can learn from this and cut his bullshit out, then we can be okay. And so we were able to do that. And he was able to cut his bullshit out. I got my free coffee, my rides. But I was like, dude, I can't keep doing this to you. It's over now,
Right.
And so you just keep going forward.
When you say bullshit, what are you referring to?
Oh, when somebody uses like your disability or like, the blindness or like the like name calling.
Your disability, the reason why
or your difference.
Your
difference is more the word.
The things that would not put you in the mainstream of whatever the world's way of looking at things. You are saying that this individual on their own would be dismissive of differences, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That they could work through it, that they could get educated, that they could, understand. But we don't have that situation where like you can make it work with the people from TSR.
Well, let's touch on TSR, TSR3, new TSR, whatever the fuck they are. Here's the issue with new TSR. They claim to be the inheritors, right, of the I don't know, not the intellectual property, but the soul of the original TSR. But what they are is, and dare I say it, and if you have an issue with it, I'd love to hear it, a bunch of fucktards. Is that a good way to say it?
Yeah, just ignorant, personality disorder, just really sick people.
All right.
Like almost to the point they're so sick that it's almost to the point that it's pathetic.
All right, so now
so it's like I'm not gonna,
I'm gonna give you a timeout.
Down somebody because they have.
I'm gonna give you a time. I'm gonna give you a timeout. Now, TSR, TSR3, new TSR. From what I have seen on social media, there is only one person that is new TSR, TSR3.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be Justin Lanasa.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Justin Lanasa, I'm gonna be good. All right, I am not gonna say anything else. But if perchance there was only one person that had influence over new TSR, I'm not saying Dutton Hobby Shop Museum. That's another corporation.
Okay.
But new TSR, TSR3, if Justin Lanasa was the only person that had any kind of influence over this company, not Ernie, not Michael. Sorry.
Snatch.
Yeah, I had a hairball. You gotta forgive me. There's nobody else left. Oh, Duck, but Duck, you're gonna be homeless soon. Sorry,
Oh
Duck.
shit.
What? What? It's already been out there that the apartment associated with the Jones Hobby Shop Museum is going to be a Airbnb. So you can't have an Airbnb with another person at the location.
Yeah, so that's another part of it too. Like, you know, that this person is extremely predatory and uses other people that, you know, he
Oh, are
seems
vulnerable?
to, yeah, that are absolutely vulnerable.
Okay.
And we don't have to say how, but I think it's clear to everybody
No,
what
no,
kind of
no,
vulnerabilities
time out, time out.
could be there.
You are the professional. I am the amateur, so I can say this shit. Don't fucking hit. All right. I will say this as somebody who has no training in. I am not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional.
Uh-oh.
I am a retired New York City police sergeant, and I'm going to say the individuals in question are preyed upon. Should I say preyed upon? Is that a wrong word?
They're preyed upon.
Okay.
You can
All
put
right.
it like that.
All right. Preyed upon because of their psychological, emotional. All right. Those are the top two. All right. Or gee, there's really no other or.
Well, psychological, emotional, yeah, things that, you know, maybe due to certain things that, you know, have happened in their lives, just have vulnerabilities like that.
All right,
And so
I'm going to stop you. So, people with vulnerabilities.
Mhm.
Now, again, as somebody who has no fucking, mind you, I know, abusive language, go fuck yourself. All right, has no fucking training in this whatsoever. I'm going to say people that are vulnerable, like Duck Larson, Arnie Gygax, people I don't want to name, but would like recognition within the gaming community and perceive. Uh,
like there are people in one down positions, and you know, you guys can do the math to understand why they could be possibly in a one down position.
no.
You know, with all the things that you've posted on your
all
on
right.
your thing this week, you
All
know.
right. What is a one down position range? I'm coming from this from again an uneducated, stupid
Right, so that they're in
position.
some way marginalized, in some way might not be able to demonstrate the clearest thinking patterns.
Okay. So
In terms of like working out, you know, certain types of manipulations and
right,
that kind of
so
stuff.
somebody that might be, again, I'm talking from my uneducated position as a history major. I'm a history major. Just putting that in perspective. I don't have a doctorate in St. Paul. Where the fuck it was?
Nobody has that.
No, somebody has that.
That's a master's.
Oh,
Don't disrespect such things. They cost $99.95. So
$99.95 for a master's in St. Paul.
What you do with that
Go
master's,
fuck yourself.
I have no idea.
But all right, so let me get this straight.
But then again, I'm not capable of higher thinking.
Right, because she's a woman.
Right.
So I have a question. I have a question. All right. So here I am.
Oh, and don't forget about the fact that I'm destitute.
That's you, and you,
That should be remembered
and you're
on all sides.
and you're blind, Rachel,
yes.
and you're legally blind. So I have a question. All right, and this is just for the dumb fucks out there, like me, because you know what, there are a number of dumb fucks out there like me, and fuck you, Zach. Hey, it's my
What?
hey,
Who's
it's my
this?
favorite Tenkar sitting with Eric. Yes. Here's my question, and it's an important question.
What is your question?
If I'm a dumb sorry, let's rephrase that. If I am an individual that has absolutely no education beyond whatever the fuck the state gave me for high school. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So and in a lot of these New York State, certainly a New York State education is worth jack and shit, and Jack stayed home. All right.
Oh no.
So here's my question. All right. I have a generally basic education, yet I can pay with my pocket. All right. I can pay a fee to get a master's degree.
Oh, I don't know that it worked like that. I think that individual had like a philosophy,
Oh,
bachelor's in philosophy. You can't, you know.
Oh, you can't pay for that?
I don't think so.
All right.
I don't know. I don't think you can jump the system like that. Although maybe.
By the way, we have.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much like vetting and looking at people that they do. I'm sure if you just go up there with your $99.95 and you
All right.
put your credit card through,
Now,
then you're good. I don't know.
Now I'm going to give my input, and my input might not apply to others, but when and folks, I am very out front and open with my history. So when I was going through Hodgkin's, when I did not know if I was going to live or die, that's an important thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled the dice and I got myself, I will admit this, racist, there's a story behind this. I got myself, what's the word I'm looking for?
You were ordained, hon.
There you go.
Several times over.
I was ordained several
and I
times.
bragged about that.
That's a whole fucking other story. Maybe we'll go into that. I was ordained many fucking times. I am a Catholic by birth. I was ordained many times over in other online churches, both Christian and non-denominational, for a fee. Now that fee just basically meant that are you breathing and can you pay fucking $10? And
$10.
Hey,
those are the days, man.
I'm just saying.
Maybe the masters entitles you to more. I don't
Now,
know.
Here's what
these people are getting really gonna get really frustrated with us.
Here's what I remember. I do remember.
These poor people,
folks, and you got to forgive me. All right. I do remember the opportunity to get myself a master's in divinity for a mere $399. Or I had to pay the fee. I would have gotten a certificate. Now, Rach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck! It's a little bit out of reach. I have a certificate that gives Rach and I, Lady and Lord.
Oh yeah, we do. We are Lord and Lady Tenkar.
Lord and Lady Eric and
we
Rachel.
We even own land in Scotland.
Eric and Rachel, no, not Tenkar, Stina, because I don't hide my fucking real name like certain jackasses online who shall remain nameless because it's kind of like Candyland. You say it 3 times, don't say it. Just you said the first part. But here's the thing, folks. Here's the important aspect of all of this shit. Okay. Rach and I, we stand behind our shit. Whether it is our religion, whether it is our dare I don't want to say it's our evaluation of numb fucks in the community, but I don't hide behind a fake name. I am Rach Tenkar Stina. Stina, Stiene. So, dumb fucks that want to, I don't know, what is it they do, Rach? What,
Where are you? Where do you want? Where are you going?
where am I going? Dumb fucks that use your name and address and put.
What do you mean, the docs?
Docs. That's the
Doxing
word.
douchebags?
Doxing douchebags. Doxing douchebags have absolutely no power over me or Rach.
No.
Or Rach, because listen, whatever you may say about your spouse, I know that my wife has my back. My wife is someone that if you are, dare I say it, a douchebag? Is that a good word? Should I say something more politically correct?
You can.
What is more politically correct than douchebag? Hold on. Rach, give me an option. Exactly.
Oppressor, supremacist.
If you are a douchebag, okay? If you are a douchebag and you decide that you want to engage with me, I have news for you. This woman to my side will kick your fucking ass. Wait, Rach, what's the word that we are using now? What's the phrase? It's 3 words.
To describe what?
To describe these potential douchebags.
A certain one?
Well, it could be anybody, but in general. What was the phrase I was using earlier?
Oh, yeah. A bitch ass punk.
Bitch ass punk. If you happen.
Which I was saying bitch ass MF for a very long time, and I guess he was channeling.
I was channeling. So here's the thing, folks. Just so you understand, I don't want to be I don't want to be misunderstood.
Okay.
All right. So, if you happen to be a bitch ass punk, yes. If you happen to self-identify, and listen, your identification is certainly up to you. Neither Rach nor I can define that for you.
Right.
But if you hear the phrase bitch ass punk and you go, holy shit, Tenkar and his wife Rachel are referring to me, then you know what? You probably are a bitch ass punk.
Probably has your name on
it. It probably has. Own it. I really can't say much more than that.
Yeah, and it borders on obsession here.
Yeah.
Between love and madness lies obsession.
Paul says the cranky voice cracks me up every time. You want the cranky voice? I can do the cranky voice. If you're not a New Yorker, Rach is feeling embarrassed. But I'll tell you right now, you're not a New Yorker until you've realized what it's like to be at the end of a cranky New York voice, I could do a voice that is Yiddish, but this isn't it. This is like the voice from Rocky. Go, Rocky!
Oh yes, Burgess Meredith.
Yes. I could be the penguin.
Mhm.
But no, I will be what you see. Or I could be the fucking what is it? Yoda. Holy shit.
Yoda? I don't understand.
It's actually, as a douchebag, I am now afraid. As
Be
that
very afraid. Because
that
winter is coming.
yes. So now, folks, if you don't know, just for those of you that are fans and friends of I don't know the TV series on HBO. My dear wife has been referred to as the White Walker. Now,
I guess it's all in the eye of the beholder. Cause I go to the medical spot, like when I went to get my stress test, the guy was like, "Oh, you look like Daenerys Targaryen." I was like, "Yeah, okay."
maybe
Maybe from here to here. I don't
Right.
know, but
Right, because Daenerys Targaryen was a
she
bottle.
tanned though.
She was a bottle blonde.
right. She was dark haired. Yeah.
She was dark haired and had the eyebrows.
Oh yeah, those dark eyebrows.
But let me dye the rest of my hair every day for this TV show.
But I love all these Game of Thrones references.
Oh, they're not bad.
Yeah. So, something that we mean to spend a bit more time on is just saying thank you to the people in our community here in this gaming community. The outpouring of support and just people checking in on us has just been a really beautiful thing.
Yes.
And it's really touched me a lot. I'm sitting here going, hey, your hobby has a lot of people that are, really suffering mentally. You
think?
And then it's like, but there's so many more people that even if they're suffering mentally, they are able to see things for what they are.
Yes.
And it's just been a really nice thing to have the support and to read some of the things that people have been saying, some of the responses, and of course the people that have reached out to me directly.
Yes. Amazing support. By the way, David B. Hail the Queen of Dragons. And Joe Block, if they had an ounce of wits or letters, they refer to it as Shadow Proclamation from Doctor Who, where they really cast folks with albinism. Joe, you know what? Send me a link to that because that sounds fucking awesome. But here is the issue, right? Listen, everybody, all of us, we have our own cross to bear. And
exactly.
I know there's a Christian comment. No offense to anybody who follows religion isn't a Christian.
Right. We all have the tides that we have to swim against.
Yes.
Yeah.
But here is where it comes. I will always, and with my wife Rach, who is honest to God, I could not ask for a better supporter, a better somebody to have my back. I will always fight against. I'm gonna say it as polite as I can. The fucktards in the community. And what community is that? The RPG community, the OSR community. There is, yes, I know there are people who go, well, no, it's all politics. Fuck you and your politics. All right? I don't care whether you're left, right, or indifferent.
Right, this has more to do with humanity,
Yes,
and
exactly.
treating
Exactly.
people as humans. And when you try to dehumanize somebody, in the way that these people have, attempted, it's not allowed.
So,
And so I don't, you know, feel dehumanized.
no.
I don't, because I embrace my humanity, and um, seeing is not just visual acuity. It's seeing patterns, seeing um, people's intentions.
So,
Um,
so
and so I've just seen more of people's intentions that are positive
right
toward
now,
us,
now,
myself,
now,
my
Rach,
situation.
Rach, you
Uh-huh.
have been uh somebody on the Facebook side was spamming comments, and they had the most matronly picture of
Well, I
Rach.
was going to work. That's all I would put up. And I put one picture on the internet and LinkedIn, and it's I'm posing for like a work picture for their website.
So,
I don't
so,
work there anymore, but
uh,
I just left it for my LinkedIn because the girl did a good job taking the picture. So,
so, so,
um,
so
so it's
you.
like I'm in clothing, you know, that doesn't
What
show
is he?
anything,
Throw it to your fucking neck.
and a scarf at my neck. And it's like,
So,
yeah, she's pretty. Oh, she must be like one of those sexy nuns,
so,
with
so,
the
so,
stockings
so, Rach was
and the
designated.
garters.
Yeah. So Rach was designated as Queen
Slut queen.
Queen Slut. Now, now, I know my wife pretty good, pretty pretty good, pretty well. Maybe my choice of the English language is not quite proper, but if you are Horatio Jones, who I will, in my capacity under the First Amendment, mind you.
You're having to be like, okay, and part CFR, part
Yes,
242.
yes. I'm gonna go under the First Amendment. I am gonna voice my opinion that Horatio Jones is the fucktard known as what would he be known as? Justin. I am. What's the phrase? Come on.
Bitch ass.
I am a bitch ass punk,
MFer. And a
Lanasa.
punk.
Yes. Um, that is my belief. That is my assumption, and I will state it under the First Amendment. So when this bitch ass punk, who, no,
I was like, really? You're gonna come after me?
yeah, I mean, have a set of
And come after me with some fake ass name?
yeah. Well, I'm Horatio Jones. Look at
Are
me
you
with
sure he didn't say fellatio? Because
it could be
because he was
fellatio.
emailing it to you, and he was calling me slut, real catty
No,
bitch
no,
would do.
Rach, you're a queen. You're a queen slut.
Yes,
So to take the honorific as it is.
I know I'm royalty, but
All right, you have to take that. Because if you didn't, there'll be a problem with it. Um, I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the. That's quite a battle. Thank you, Dave. Hi from Toronto, John. Thank you. Listen, we and when I say
hello.
we, the battles that are fought for the gaming community, um, for the mental and emotional health of the gaming community, because this applies to a lot of people who may have, I don't know, orientations or issues that go beyond our basic definitions. Um, this is more than just a battle for Rach and I, okay? But we fight it because
Yes, it's a.
yes,
I think I'm smelling what you're cooking, and it's absolutely true. It's a battle for inclusivity.
yes,
For people of all orientations and kinds and every single type of difference. Every one of them has a place in this community,
yes. So John
and not
Scott,
a hierarchy, but an equal footing, an
all
equal
right,
ground.
John Scott High, Toronto,
Yeah,
the
Toronto.
Canadians, the Canucks are with us.
Yay!
Appreciate it. Here's the
They might
thing.
not like that though.
What?
Canuck.
If Canuck is offensive, please correct me in the comments. I will gladly fall on the sword. But here again, Rach and I, we are far from perfect.
Oh my god.
I will never be perfect in whatever I attempt. But that being said, I will always fight for the integrity of members of old school gaming. I will always do what I feel is correct and right in protecting members of the old school gaming community. Now, I know there's this whole discussion that old school gaming, OSR, is not a community. It is whatever the fuck it is. Well, you know what? I have 2.8 thousand members at the Tenkar's Tavern Facebook group. I have about the same on the Discord server. Guess what? Those are communities. Those are people that have old school gaming in their heart. It is what they feel, it is what they express. And I really hate to see people take advantage of or try to take advantage of those communities. That's why myself and Rach and
Yeah, like to try and infiltrate those communities to like run their game,
yeah,
to like use people, and discard them and, marginalize other people. It's
yes,
disgusting.
John from Canada says, keep on fighting the good fight. May God and the angels or the deities or the mystery bless you both.
Thank you.
No worries, Canuck is not an insult. Thank you. And you know what? We do listen, this is honestly the new age, right? You can offend somebody without trying to offend
Yes,
somebody.
yes. And then you can try and offend somebody and then, have them just
And
say, oh my God, what a pathetic loser.
I didn't offend them. I actually supported them. What kind of an asshole am I? That all happens. That is part and parcel of the experience. But in all, again, all honesty, listen, Rach and I are going to North Texas next week.
Yay.
We'll arrive Wednesday. We'll come back Monday. When I say we, Rach is as much a part of this team as I am. I'm just a more blabbermouth individual in this team. God bless you. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm expecting we will have 5 days of live streams from North Texas RPG Con. Now, are you going to look at that and go, "Oh, this is the shit that I wanted"? Maybe not. Maybe you don't want a whiskey tasting. Maybe you don't want a gamer's health with Rach and I and whatever guests we can snag. Right?
Yeah.
That's okay. Because
Take what you want, take what you need, and
take
leave
it
what doesn't seem to suit.
take what you
It's all
want.
good.
That's perfect, Rach. Take what you want, take what you need. We are not going to be I doing my live streams and episodes 7 days a week. I'm not going to be your be all and everything. If I am, honest to God, you're fucked up. If everything you want out of life is what Eric Tenkar, Eric Stina, gives you, you know what? God bless you, but you need a little bit more. I would like to think that I give you a lot of opinions and insight into gaming and on Saturdays into physical and mental health, emotional health, right? We'd like to think that we give you that. But I am by far not the
This
be
wasn't the
all.
most quite insightful episode, but I think that the major takeaway is just um, your own self concept being really important and not having it be um, fragile or broken by other people.
Right,
And, also being able to have a good community and focus on, you know, the energy that's coming towards you that's positive.
right. Paul says, have a great time in North Texas. Looking forward to the live
Mhm.
streams, however they end up. Um, so this is what we expect. No guarantees. Wednesday will be Bad Mike, myself, possibly Rach, and what other random guests show up. We've had an amazing. Last year was an amazing random expectation of guests. I believe Thursday is the tasting.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna have a little alcohol tasting. Um, Friday will be Glenn and myself and whoever else we can snag. Saturday will be Rach and I and whoever we can snag.
Mm.
Sunday may or may not be a live stream. I don't want to predict it just yet. But here's the
You
thing.
usually do sort of like a check in with
Yeah,
whoever's like in that lobby area, and you talk about, oh, what did you do, and what did
right.
you play, that
But
kind of stuff.
here's the thing, and I'm gonna speak for myself. But if Rach disagrees, you can smack me in the head. She's thinking about it right
It
there.
depends. I have to be ready if it's smackable offense.
If it's smack, but North Texas is our home away from home.
Mhm.
Do you disagree with that?
No, I agree with that.
All right. So, and that's including ShireCon and TotalCon that we can drive to. ShireCon in September, TotalCon in I believe February.
Yeah.
These are great. They're great convention, but North Texas is us coming home.
Well, I think it was the first con that I ever went to, and the first con that you had been to since
In
you'd
20
come back
years.
into gaming.
Yeah, in over 20 years. But here's the thing, too. North Texas, Rach,
Hmm.
when you go to North Texas, do you feel like you're a stranger or that you belong?
I feel like I belong. I feel like family there.
You feel like family there.
Hmm.
And, and, and
That you see your cousins that you didn't see in a very long,
right.
in the year, like a reunion of
So,
sorts.
so that is a little, honestly, that is pretty much what we try to do with this live stream.
Hmm.
I know there are people out there that go, honestly, fuck Tenkar, fuck Rach. They're both pieces of shit. And that's
Whatever.
whatever. You're entitled to
Take
your
your
opinion.
opinion.
We'll take you down, vote. If you're watching this, by the way, we appreciate your upvote and your comments. And subscription, but hey, when I but here's the thing. We don't do this because you're going to upvote us or downvote us. We do this because we have a calling. All right. In my case, my calling comes from literally a spot on 2 years ago, congestive heart failure, being hospitalized for it, and being treated for it.
Yeah, like you've always been a person who believes in service.
I've always
Like
been,
you've
yes,
always, felt like serving, like your community, whether that be this community by like doing certain things and hosting certain things, um, or supporting certain things in it. And then, you know, um, but 2 years ago, you sort of had an awakening for sort
Right.
of what you felt you needed to do for yourself and
I
for the community too, since,
well, that's
you
part of
know,
it. When I came out of my second hospitalization of the year, there were
mhm.
three. That's a total other conversation. But my hospitalization for my congestive heart failure was about 2 weeks, give or take, and I left that with a feeling in my heart that I needed to share my experience. Didn't matter whether my experience was good, bad, indifferent. How am I going through the experience of congestive heart failure? How am I adjusting to it? What actions am I taking? What changes in my diet? What changes in the diet is, in this case, Rachel taking. We're doing this together, right? So, Rach, and God bless my wife, because her focus becomes my focus. Rach has been changing her eating habits.
Mhm.
I don't want to say dieting because dieting has all these connotations that are
That is temporary, doesn't live in reality, that kind of thing.
right.
Yeah.
So, but Rach has been changing her eating habits. Now, Rach, we're 3 weeks on. Am I right?
Hmm.
3 weeks. What are we looking at?
10.2 down.
10.2 pounds in three
And one
weeks.
inch off of my wing.
Her bicep is down about an inch. So, folks, if you think that Tenkar is full of shit, all right, Tenkar just talks about this stuff because he wants to talk about this stuff. I'm talking about the stuff. Rach is talking about the stuff. We are in the midst of being attacked by jackasses, all right, by troll accounts of an individual likely connected to TSR. In the midst of all this, we are very willing and happy to talk about our own personal events and our own personal accomplishments and failures because this is the only way.
Well, this is reality,
This
you
is
know. It's
reality.
and some pathetic douchebag loser isn't going to take me out of my serenity and the things that I need to do for myself,
Right.
to keep myself right and comfortable and yeah, progressing.
So, in the case of me, I've looked at my listen, congestive heart failure. Look at your weight on a daily basis,
Mhm.
and I've looked at my weight on a daily basis, and I today reached a weight that I haven't reached in 2 months. Now, does that mean that I am on an upward swing or lower? It means that I haven't reached this weight in 2 months. I will know better in 3 or 4 months what my trajectory is, but I am looking at Rachel's diet because I am the primary individual when it comes to preparing and or ordering meals, and I eat what Rachel eats. So
But no, you don't.
for the most part, we are pretty much in sync. Breakfast is the same. If we order,
Snacks are definitely not.
our Rachel's a bit more. She's a bit more uh censored.
A liquid refreshment is very different.
Oh, 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 oh! I feel the pain. I I feel the alcohol pain. But no, Rachel's right. She's drinking Diet Cokes, and I'll have 3 or 4 wines. By the way, um, just just so those that might be concerned or interested, I am not a big red meat eater. I'll have it. I enjoy it,
Oh, I
but
avoid it. I
uh,
don't like that at all.
I do
Never did.
I do enjoy a good red wine.
Mhm.
So for those that are interested in what does Tenkar eat? And what does Tenkar drink? I am partial when we go to our pub to Merlot's. I do like mixed reds, but you know, I don't worry about how how much is it costing them because that is by definition the reaction of a jackass. And
Someone who's stuck on stupid.
stuck on stupid is a good portion of everybody. But I have to say, yes, there. So now, are Rach and I going to enjoy Texas barbecue next week?
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee we'll enjoy Texas barbecue.
Yes.
Rach,
Chicken.
are we going to enjoy
Maybe a corn, but maybe half a corn.
maybe half a corn? No. Are you going to enjoy those I don't know pockets of goodness?
Right. If somebody brings those empanada like Texas, sometimes they're fruit pies. Some of them have meat. They're basically empanadas here in the north, or
Yes.
but they're a little like I guess it's puff pastry, and it comes with fruit or meat or whatever. And they're just really nice. So I don't know that I would be refusing much. I would be sort of having one, but not 5.
And not 5, but you'll have one, folks. Listen, we are honest
like
about
delicacies from there. I don't know that I would refuse. If it's something that
we will give
sounds
you
really
a
nice.
daily update from North Texas, whether it is eating at the breakfast buffet or one of the food trucks or whatever. We'll keep you in line, keep you updated, because honestly, I am by far not a perfect dieter. I am by far not a perfect individual. I will admit that. I know there are a lot of individuals out there that pretend that they are perfect and whatever they do. I am not perfect.
No.
I will never be perfect. I will, however, however, I will, however, be honest with you and let you know how I
Yeah.
am doing. And honestly, it really is what it comes down to, right? I mean, I could pretend to be, I'm a superstar. Look at me. I'm not a superstar. I am not a grand producer of RPG material, OSR, or otherwise. I do have friends in the community that produce amazing work, and I will work with them.
Mm-hmm.
But I am not the be all and end all. I understand that. I know my limitations. I do believe that my way beyond my limitations is being honest.
Mm-hmm.
You might disagree. You might say, "Oh, Tenkar and Rach, you are both piles of shit." Maybe we are in your eyes. I don't know. But the reality is and will be is that we will deliver we deliver.
We'll keep going.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
We're gonna keep it real because that is where it is at. I don't care if there is what are the words I'm looking for?
Not quite sure.
I don't know. A fucking piece of shit.
Huh?
Oh, is that a good word?
Not sure. What are you trying to say?
If in the larger community there's a
Mhm.
fucking piece of shit that feel that Rach, myself, others should not share our experiences, our failures, our successes, our ups and our downs, because they believe that I don't know, they they hold the key. I don't hold the key. Racism.
Nobody holds the key. That's a fantasy.
Yeah,
That is an absolute farce.
yes.
None of us
So
hold that shit. Because if we did, we'd be,
I'd be a
things
millionaire.
would be a lot different.
I'd like to tell you what John, what Mary says seven said about Don Tamora's kid was absolutely vile.
Disgusting.
If I were there physically, I would have grabbed his shirt and punched him in the nose. Almost. John, uh, let me state this as best I can. Mario 77 is, to the best of my knowledge, and my knowledge isn't bad. My knowledge is pretty good. Is and Mario 77 Mario 77 is back. We gotta make sure
Jesus.
both of these oh god, I'm gonna say a word I shouldn't say. All right. I'm not gonna say it.
Don't say it.
I won't, but you could probably say it.
No, I won't.
Okay. But both of those accounts are most certainly linked to Justin I should I say it? I don't know. All right. Justin, I wish I had a better life. It's a nice way to say it, right?
To describe Justin?
Yes. I was having a life. I wish my wife actually cared about me. I wish my child liked me.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Oh, sorry. Well, it was gonna have another name. But in any case, I can guarantee you that these
I'm sure that household is a nightmare.
my
Let's not go there.
my personal opinion, all right? In my personal opinion, I can guarantee. Can't guarantee outside of my personal opinion, because if you assume you make an ass of you and me. But yes, what Mario 77 said about Don's child was absolutely vile. But that being said, if you are
Yeah, that's the worst of the worst.
if you are by definition and by heritage a fucking piece of shit, that comes naturally to you. So yes, that was absolutely vile. If I were there physically, I would have grabbed his shirt and punched him in the nose. Almost. I'll be honest with you. If the individual in question, who may or may not be Justin Hairball, may or may not be, if Mario 77 had said it in my presence, I and we joke about this, but that's one of the situations what I would have been happy to have caught a collar. Now, what does that mean as a retired member of the service? It means I would have been happy to have been arrested because it would have been worth it.
Oh, you would have made it worth it.
Oh, I would have made it worth it.
Uh-huh.
That short ass motherfucker, allegedly. And again, I'm going to keep this in my opinion. No. What? Why? What?
God.
Rach, you're short. You're not a motherfucker.
No.
But if
you don't have to be short.
No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be short for that. But here's the thing: certain people really. I'm going to go politics for a second, for a moment. All right. Certain people probably should have been, you know the word. Certain people should not have actually reached the moment of birth.
Oh.
And that's the case in this case. My opinion, I'm entitled to it. Again, if Justin is listening,
Mm-hmm.
can I say it? Can I say it?
Say what you need to say.
First Amendment allows me to say this. Certain people um, are literally the reason why we go, should we have this law? Oh, maybe we should, because maybe people like this should never have been born. I'm just throwing it out there. My personal opinion doesn't mean it aligns with my wife, doesn't mean it aligns with anybody else. But the First Amendment is an amazing thing. It allows me to state my opinion. Holy crap. And and not have legal action taken against me. Holy shit.
By the way, we're destitute.
Well, we're not destitute. Time out. Let's clear. We're not.
Oh, I was
destitute.
called it.
I know. We're not destitute. I have a pension, and it is certainly not garnishable by a lawsuit. I don't own a house. And Rach is retired. Oh, did I mention that? Oh, shit. I figured I might have forgotten that. Rach is retired.
Mm-hmm.
So, go figure. And if your initials are JL, go fuck yourself. Politely, with all due respect, because I wouldn't want to disrespect anybody. Because you know how that hurts. It hurts, Rachel. You know how it hurts? It hurts in the hiney.
Oh no.
It does. It could. Theoretically, it could. So, Rach, should we wrap this up? Am I embarrassing you? You tell me.
Oh, what was the comment?
I don't know. Um, Paul, yeah, the Mario, that was the Don Samora's kid was.
Oh, I thought it was another one there.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, that's the last.
Oh.
Folks,
Again, please know how much we appreciate
yes.
you guys being here. All the comments, all the support that you've given us,
Folks, we
going through this, and like the solidarity. Like, we know that there's people with us.
I've gotten PMs via Facebook, via Discord, and they've been spot on. They've been amazing. I really do appreciate the support. Rach appreciates the support. I can't ask for anything more. We're not asking for anything more, but for you to say thank you. Right? Really. That's what it comes down to. I mean, we do this shit, and I know there are people that call this shit, but we do this because
Whatever. Don't watch it then.
right. We do this
Like
because,
I said, take what you need and want, and
and
leave the rest alone.
we do this because we truly believe in the community, whether it's the Tenkars Tavern community, whether it's the OSR community, whether it's North Texas. We really believe in the communities that are part of that. And if you're watching this, if you're responding to this, if you're commenting to this, you are part of that community. I can't thank you enough. I don't think Rach can thank you enough. So I will tell you flat out a huge thanks, because honestly, when it comes to being attacked by, I'm going to put this in quotations, quasi anonymous individuals on the internet, really, what gets you through it is the support of people like you. Really. Think about it. All right. And I don't know how I can thank any of you enough for that support. Other than that, we are still in the midst of Dare I say it? The pandemic. Listen, I'm not your mother. She's not your father. Or I'm not your mother. I'm not your father. She's not your mother. How about that one?
Yeah, either way.
We're not worried about how you identify. Okay, how about that? But listen, please use your common sense. Other than that, be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice. Next Saturday, Rach and I will be live from North Texas RPG Con. It should be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. We'll be there in a couple of days, actually, come to think of it.
Yeah.
And yes.
No, nothing. I was just breathing.
Oh,
Taking a
okay.
deep breath.
I wanted to make sure.
Thank you.
And if you are offended by anything that we said tonight, did I say that wrong? I don't think we'll say anything.
It depends on who it is. You know, sometimes
right.
people offend, and
we didn't mean to offend.
They can say whatever they need to say in a productive way.
Thank you, John.
To hey, this is what I liked. Hey, how about this?
Yes.
How about doing this differently, or whatever it is, like that. But from your genuineness.
John, if you can't make North Texas, we will find a way to reach out to you.
Yeah.
Okay, we will connect. Paul, thank you as always. Seriously. If you're at NorthTexasRPG.com, we will be there Wednesday. It should be a fun time. All right, folks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Later.